Hey guys, Shot 5 here with episode number 8 of the Monaco career mode on FIFA 21 next gen consoles. We've got two big games in today's episode, kicking it off against Olympique Lyonnais, or Lyon as we like to call them. They've got a very strong squad. They've got obviously Memphis Depay, their main talisman up top. If we can keep him silent, I think we're going to have a good game here today. But don't disrespect the rest of the squad. They've obviously brought in Eric Bailly there. So they've got a strong defence, they've got a strong midfield, and they've got a very, very strong attack. So very strange that actually in this career mode they're sitting 10th in the table. Should be much, much higher than that, but hopefully we can take advantage of their poor form and get a result here as Memphis Depay plays the ball. We intercept it, but it's one of the worst interceptions you'll see because it falls straight into the path of Paqueta, the Brazilian wonder kid. I think he's still a wonder kid, obviously formerly of AC Milan, but on his stronger left foot tucks the ball into the back of the net. 1-0 to Leon, and a poor pass like that gives the ball away again in the midfield. Just not on it today for some reason, but thankfully Tushemi does what he does best in the midfield, bossing it, knocks it through to Ben Yedder, one-on-one with Lopez, holds off by really nicely, but it's a great save from Anthony Lopez, denying us the chance of getting back on level terms. Eric Bailly just got absolutely mugged off there as Ben Yedder once again up against Bailly. Can he get past him again? Not quite. As Tushemi back to Ben Yedder, find a bit of space, shoots, hits the crossbar, bounces away, can't win the header. And Thiago Mendes can get the ball away. He's obviously come on for Bruno Guimaraes, who picked up a knock in that first half. Again, giving the ball away in the midfield. Thankfully, Diassi is there to intercept it off of Memphis Depay. And we've got a counter-attacking chance here as Gelson Martins looks to skip away from Eric Bailly. Does so nicely. Finds the space. Just got to knock it through eventually to Diatta. Man in the middle, 3 men to aim for. He's going to go alone. Shoots, trying to get the near post. But again, Lopez is there, equal to the shot, denying us the chance of getting back on level terms as we move into the second half. Seeing there, the second game in this episode is against Marseille, away from home at the Orange Velodrome, something like that. But very early on into this second half, 6 minutes in to be exact, Ben Yedder is there. It's a nice little sweaty goal. He lays it off perfectly for him, and he makes it 1-1 on the score sheet. And that is that for this game. It was a really, really poor second half. After kind of end-to-end in the first half, maybe both teams were a bit too knackered, and eventually it just kind of dribbled out as a 1-1, with Paqueta getting the early goal and Ben Yedder getting the early goal in the second half. As we do move into the game against Marseille, hopefully we can get a good result in this one because we do need it to keep ourselves in the running with PSG. We're currently 1 point ahead of them going into this game. We're on 37 points, they're on 36. The Orange Velodrome got it correct, but you can see here players to watch. Ben Yedder on 14, Payet on 11. And you'll see later in this little game, he doesn't take free kicks. So I don't know where he's got those 11 goals from. But they're playing a 5 out the back. That might be a bit tough for us. Or it might be a blessing in disguise. So hopefully we can get something from this game. It's 24 minutes in. The first chance is going to come their way as Lirola on this right hand side. Skips past Cairo Henrique really nicely. He's got man in the middle to aim at in Rongier. He is taken out by Tushemi for a free kick. Very, very weak free kick if you ask me. Milik steps up. He's going to dummy it over the top. Gulam steps up, hits the post, falls to Milik, and because he was taking the free kick, no one was marking him in the area. Free man. They've obviously practiced that technique. Obviously not hitting the post on purpose, but they practiced the technique of having Milik unmarked in the box because he was the one taking the free kick. But we're 1-0 down. We need to get back into this one. We went 1-0 down against Lyon as well. Hopefully we can get back into this one just like we did in that one as Diatta finds to the byline, charges through, but 2 men come across to mark him. Whip the cross. Fofana gets his head on it, but it is just wide of the post as 38 minutes into the game. Lirola again down this right hand side. Will he send Henrique to the shops again? This time though, Henrique does get a nice vital touch on it. Forces out for a corner that Dimi Payet is going to take. Whipping it in. They got 2 big men in there in Poulsen and Milik. And this time Yusuf Poulsen, the former RB Leipzig man, gets his head on it, makes it 2-0, and it is not what we want. 2-0 down against a team who are playing 5 at the back. It's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult It's probably going to be a loss in this game, if I'm being honest, as Golovin charges into the box, hits it wide. It's just not going our way. We are struggling right now. As Larola again on this right-hand side, he's had Henrique on the shops all game. Plays it centrally to Idrissa Gana Gueye. He's taken out, no free kick given. Poor clearance to Yusuf Poulsen. Milik back to Poulsen. Tried to play the little 1-2 between themselves there as Golovin intercepts it. And we've got a chance here to get a counter-attack. Get it to 2-1. And we could potentially have a nice little nosehold in this game. And we could get it back on level terms as Marlon in the box. Donyell Marlon has been... He's been a bad signing. I'll say that. He has been a really, really bad signing, you know. Got the hopes up on his debut when he scored. But he's just been so poor. Not worth the money, I'll say that. Jovetic probably would have had just as many goals had he stayed. So, really, really poor signing. Hopefully, though, next season, or maybe later in this season, he can get it back. But, yeah, as of right now, he's been a really, really, really bad signing. One of the worst signings we've made in any career mode. You know, he went from being the West Brom legend to now he's a bit of a failure here at Monaco. Can't quite hack it in France. At 76 minutes in, they're looking to make it 3 as Idrissa Gana Gueye gets onto the end of the ball. Bashir goes in a bit too early there. Thankfully, Lecomte is there making the save, but it's too little too late from our boys. As in the 90th minute, the ball is cleared upfield. We try and have one last attack. We can't even get it to any of our attackers. The final whistle is blown. It's a really, really, really bad result. That's going to be it for this episode, though. A really, really, really poor set of results against Lyon and Marseille, especially when we're in the run-in for a potential league title. Got to be doing better than that, but it's a real wake-up call. We've got to do better in the next episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, though. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.